What is up, everyone? My audio better sound good. Let me see here. I know last time it sounded horrible when we started. Hey, we're sounding crispy. What are you talking about? Yeah, no, we're good. Cool. So, today I am editing a demo reel. So I have my website being made currently, and I'm going to be needing, of course, work to display. So I have like I think 5 or 6. Just finished dinner, so don't mind me. But like 5 or 6 weddings that what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weddings that I pulled some clips from. I still have to edit some of them, so we'll get some color grading done, as well as basic corrections. Not all of these have I finished, so that's why some look done and others look very black and white. Um, but of course, with all great things, we have to start with music. I don't really want to search around for music again, so I felt like that was a bit of a dead point in last stream. So I'm actually just going to grab music that I already have downloaded and just move from there. Let's see. Honestly, it doesn't even matter because this is just the real. Actually, I can't even say that. Real music does matter, but I believe these would be good enough. Yeah. And then what's this one? I can definitely make that one work. I'm hoping this video doesn't end up being more than like 5 minutes, because anything longer than 5 minutes is a bit long for a demo reel. It's really just to show off what you can do in a short period of time. Um, Generally targeting those that don't have a lot of time to look at your whole portfolio. So within 3 to 7 minutes is probably where you want to be. Um, Start here. I like to, again, start at the 30-second mark just to give some headroom in case I want to change anything or extend anything. Um, Before we even start putting in the music, I'm not going to spend too much time on the music. It's already there. I'm going to actually make these clips look nice. Got some really good shots that I really enjoyed as I was going through my, work that I have. Um, a lot of this is really just a lot of basic corrections. So whether it's like a slight tilt that needs to be corrected, like for this one, actually, most of them do. A lot of these were shot when I didn't have my stabilizer calibrated, so I have to go in and like correct the angle a bit for a lot of these shots. It sucks when it still kind of looks wonky, but I think that's good. Of course, if you have anything on your mind or any questions, feel free to ask. I don't know if anyone is even in here right now, but we are here for you. Cool. Let's see. This definitely needs some stabilization. I doubt I'll use that entire clip. You know what? Let's just start with this. So how do we want this to start? Because I don't want this to. Let me just make sure you can actually hear the music. There we go. And I leveled it so that way my voice isn't, being overpowered by the music. So if you need the music audio to be turned up, let me know. I think it should be good though. I want you to be able to hear me over the music. um, that in half. I don't need that big of an intro. I'll even cut that down again. Okay, that is definitely good. So, I put these tags down just to know when I want things to transition, because there are just certain beats within these within this intro that I want like the text to change on. So I will need a text layer. Just a pro tip, never put your text layer on the same layer as a video. That will always bite you in the ass, especially if you're color grading on that, using like a whole layer track. So this was like, what? I think this is all 2023 weddings. Yes, these are all 2023 weddings. Cool. I can even use kind of what I already used in my weddings. So I have like these cool little circle banners that I use for a lot of my weddings. I will need to change this text for sure. 2023. Like this text here. So let's see what else we have. Nice. um, military. So honestly, with fonts, I do get asked this a lot, but you really have to kind of have like just a good feeling about fonts, because it's hard to know what is a good font. Like this is honestly a really good font, and I will be keeping this one. But like it's hard to really explain what makes a good font. Like it's so subjective. You kind of just have to develop a feeling for how you want. Basically, as soon as you know how you want your video to feel, that's the kind of the effort and the imagination that you have to put into what you want the font to feel like. It's purely feeling based when it comes to choosing a font. Let's see here. Anything that I want bigger? 13. Okay, cool. Oh, that's annoying. So I can't even. I might have to change that. So I have my keybinds for like the scene switching on my number pad. So I should have kind of anticipated that. We'll do it for this too. Okay. All right. So I just won't use my number pad while I'm streaming. Good to know. I'll pick that. Hmm. So instead of just zooming in on the actual text in order to preserve sharpness, because I really like my text sharp. Something about having blurry text really bugs me. So in order to ensure sharpness, I would go into the asset itself and increase the scale, because then it will start resampling the quality of the text rather than just zooming in, because that doesn't allow resampling, and that cuts down on blurriness. Up there, boop. And I actually kind of want that to be a little smaller. It's a bit too big. Like that. See how it looks without the grid? Right. I kind of like I like sharp cuts. I like hard cuts. If I if it doesn't require a fade, I won't do a fade. But hold on, let me see here. Maybe I can. Okay, first clip in. I think this is probably going to be about 3 minutes long-ish. I can't see it being much longer than that. Maybe we won't need the second video. Let's see. There was a second clip that I actually liked in that. Where did all the other? No way. Okay, interesting. So cut here. You know what? I know there's more clips in this wedding that I actually really like, so I kind of want to. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. No, there we go. Okay. You know what? That's already a finished clip, but I'm actually just going to try to make it a little bit smoother. Hmm. Back to the trimmer. That's a fun clip as well, actually. Is that really all I got for that one? I mean, it is a pretty long. Yeah, that looks about right. Man, really milk those sun shots, bro. I was milking that shit. I mean, it was a good time of the day, so I mean, as other videographers of course know, the golden hour is when the sun is at a very flattering angle and it's not as harsh on subjects. So that's exactly what's happening here. Um, let's see. First dance. This is a very sweet dance. I mean, as it is, you don't often see um, super intimate father-daughter dances, and even less likely you see even less intimate, you know, mother-son dances. But that's neither here nor there. Just an observation that I found interesting. I want this drop to come in sooner. It's kind of a slow build up. I mean, I think it could come in right here because just yep. Not that. You ain't even know I cut it. You really want to make sure when you're cutting audio like that that the files that you're merging are right on beat because it is super obvious when it's not. Yeah. Seamless. Sometimes I feel like a DJ when I'm editing. Ba-da-ba-ba. Hmm. So I will reverse those because one is a setting shot and then detail shot. So this one. So I'll do one more shot from within this area. Something like that. Actually got some cool shots before. Like when they were. Yes, when it was empty. Some fun setup shots. You know. Yeah, okay. So that makes a lot more sense. I'll do some setup shots before I really start to get in on the action. Here for now. Very nicely decorated location this was. Very Pottery Barn. It was nice. Okay. So that seems good. Let me move these over to the side. Not what I meant to do. Ready. I can mess with these clips. These are very intro-esque clips, so we don't want to start off the action with just, action shots, of course. Let's see, this is a good shot. I think I like this one more. Hmm. I'm actually speeding up the pace in the original one. Oh, so that one's a double time, so I will do that. Yeah, that's good. So basically, I mean, if I'm gonna speak on the psychology of what I'm trying to do, I am focusing on initial perception. So when this comes in, I chose this clip specifically because it was a nice clip, but it was also high resolution. So just like as initial, you know, perception goes, the first thing that they see actually does affect the next clip that they see. Um, Even though this clip has a little bit, it's probably hard to see in the stream, but this clip has a little bit of a little bit more grain in it. But because I initially showed a higher resolution shot, that is actually kind of a little bit easier to dismiss, if that makes sense. It also includes every shot after. So now things are picking up. We bring in these people. Speed up the pace a little bit. Need to restabilize this one. See, now that the song is picking up now, it fits a lot better because since there isn't anyone in the beginning, it kind of matches the pace of the music a lot more, which really does help in terms of, experience, of course. Mm-hmm. Yep. Get in there. Was that a bit too long? Perhaps. Let's see how that looks. Let's move that along. I want a little bit more time with the eyes closed, just to kind of sit on that moment. Yeah. Yeah. You see that difference? You feel that difference? Hold up. This is what it was. Right. You really like, that's one thing that a lot of videographers don't take into account is like the impact of the moment. Like we see her like looking around and then she closes, blinks her eyes and then she closes. And as soon as she closes her eyes, the cut changes. So my change was very minor, but we have a lot less of her looking around. It's just that one blink. She closes her eyes, and we sit on the eyes closed for literally like 0.2, 0.3 more of a second, but that allows the brain to register it a lot more significantly and makes the whole moment far more impactful. Those are very small things that I've noticed a lot of videographers don't pay attention to. See, instead of her like looking around, it goes from one direction to the other rather than her like dotting her eyes around, because that's a little bit distracting. This is a lot easier for the mind to understand. Eyes closed, boom. Can't tell me that does not look far better. Okay, so now we can move to another wedding. Okay, so this one will need to be short. Very good, very good, very good. And bring it on this side. See, I may actually need to extend the drop now. Maybe not though. Maybe not though. Maybe not though. I think we can work with this. Yeah, we can work with that. Bring the little kids. Yeah. I don't know what is going on with that shot. Did not look like this last time I saw it. Interesting. A little bit of artifacting. Okay. Let's see which one we're going to use. Shit. That's actually a good one. It depends on how long I want to sit on the shot. Which one looks better though? Let's see. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like if I use both, I have to kind of shorten it a bit. And have it end right here. What do I have for the next shot? Some speech. Which will definitely just have short. I just thought of something. I want there to be a corner watermark in case somebody, wants to screenshot anything. I will be forever present. Let's see. However long this goes. Opacity about 50%. And I'll bring this over like here. Left side or right side? I think right side looks better. Oh. Keyframe mess up? Ah, see. So from here, doesn't look like there's any keyframe issue. Looks like, oh, that's where it's going to be. Nope. Zoom in, there's another second key. That's why it zoomed into the middle again. Oh, also, someone asked me last time that I was editing, what program am I using? This is Vegas Pro. It used to be owned by Sony, but Sony then sold it to a German company called Magix, and Magix has really been putting a lot of work into it. I've been using Vegas since I was like, what, 13 years old, and the amount of development that this program has had over the last 10 years is absolutely insane. So absolutely a very competent competitor for Adobe. And the best thing about it is a one-time payment. This is not an ad. It should be, because I've been a hardcore supporter of this fucking program for a while. But no, great program. I'm just so used to it. I've tried going to Adobe, but it just didn't really jive with me very much. So like this is a very like Adobe has a lot of quick fixes, and it's very user friendly if you start with that. What I like about this though is it's very skeleton, but you can do so much with it. Sure, it may take a little bit more time depending on your experience with it, but I think overall it just allows me a lot more control with what I'm trying to do. So that's why I keep using it. I think I'm going to turn up the opacity on my logo a little bit. Okay, so now we got to keep up that energy. There was honestly a lot more shots in this one that I really liked too. So let me just dive right in really quick. There was a cool like intro shot for right before they got in. So there it is. Really like this shot. And a few of these shots actually, now that I'm seeing them. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Cool, cool. I really like this shot of this old guy. I don't know why, but I feel like it just looks like he just looks so important, and it looks very movie like. I think it's because of the contrast between the bright background and then the dark foreground. I think it just gives off a very, very compelling feeling. It's actually very cool. is after this part? Mm-hmm. That is a good shot, actually. Bang. I like that a lot. Let's see how this. Cool. I like that. Hmm. Hmm. Now the vibe changes, so I'm wondering if it would be a good idea just to maybe show some father-daughter dance clips of the same wedding before moving on to a different one. Might be a good idea. Hmm. Damn, there were so many good shots in this one. This one was a great one for sure. Like, come on. What is this, an IKEA commercial? Like, you'd think I'm advertising that tent with this shot. Too clean. Don't even talk to me right now, bro. I think that's good. I think like I think that pace change does fit. So we got so far. I'm sorry, I'm like immersed. I'm trying, I can't even. Man. Making these demo reels, it's just hard not to get a little sentimental. I haven't really been doing wedding videos for all that long, maybe like a year and a half, 2 years. But if you guys would have seen where I started with these things,